I guess it would help if I unmuted. What is going on, you guys? Mad Mania, I don't know if you're still here since you were here an hour and 29 minutes early. Tech, good evening. Good to see you guys. Hope everyone is having a fabulous day. Night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Not much on the agenda today, just thought we'd fire up a stream. We will see what we have to do yet for our, see if we can do any equipment or armaments or whatnot for the level 7 pass opening at 12:43 UTC. If there are KVKs out there you guys want me to go spectate, just drop the kingdom numbers or locations in chat. We can certainly go check those out. I do not intend to chain for a full hour and a half, 2 hours today, but that's what we're going to start with right now. Darian, good to see you. Stitch, glad you made it home. Back in sunny California. All of our snow is gone. It melted this morning, this afternoon. So, lasted a day, but at least you got to experience a taste of it in Chicago. What's up, Rec? So while my troops are marching, let's just see. Let's see, is there anything I can make? No. Upgrade boots on my 3rd Infantry March, which I probably won't even be using. So I think we're set there. Armaments, we can open a few chests. We're still trying to get some crazy combos for Gorgo eventually. Yeah, we'll lock that down. We might as well put that on the cavalry march. If we even need it there. Where are you, Attila? Is that this one? So I don't know that that's any better, right? Cavalry health, we're trading defense for health. We're losing 0.5 on the attack, but we are getting a... Yeah, I don't know that that's better. We'll just sit tight. Gorgo Constantine, that's what I hear. That is what I hear. Can you find my old kingdom, 1292 in Orleans? We can take a peek. You're asking the wrong guy, Tech. I copy what everyone else is doing. If I see Seawill doing it, I'm gonna copy it. Lucci expertise skill. Let's see what that even is, right? %, chance to launch an extra normal attack. Well, does a normal attack also give you that smite damage? I don't know how it all works. I'm not going to pretend to be the smartest guy in the room when I know I'm not. Yeah, I'm hearing Gorgo Constantine is the way to go, surprisingly. But I guess we'll see tomorrow. Maybe Stitch will get to test out his Gorgo in the pass at some point. believe we have 3 people that expertised her. Stitch did, and Resurgence did, and I believe Smart Alpha did. What's up, Captain? $12.92 you said, huh, Rick? Good Lord, that's a lot of kingdoms. What do we got there? 4, 8, 12, 22, 27, 27 kingdoms in A. Orleans. Good God. Looks like they might be on the winning side again. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't. Well, they didn't get into this zone. But then it does not look like the enemy got into this zone. So who knows? Who's to say? Well, you can't yet because there's past 7 here, right? Or is this not even touched? It's not open. So yeah, this one you got to do Kingsland before you do past 7, if I remember correctly. What's up, eh? What are my marches? We can certainly take a look here. We've got Guan Alex. Guan Sargon, I just was not getting good reports from. So we're changing that up to Guan Alex. Then we've got Scipio Lucci. Artie Tommy. Boudica YSG. ZL Nibu, which we can do Henry ZL if this isn't doing well on the field. HQ William. And then Nibu, or excuse me, Nevsky Joan. If I want to bring a 3rd Cavalry march out, it's going to be XY Justinian. If I need a support march, it's going to be the Trajan Ethelfled. Then rallies, we got Henry ZL. Nevsky Justin, Tariq Pakal, Attila Takeda, city rallies, Tariq Sargon, garrisons, we've got Dido Hera, Jan Hera, Flavius Hera, Zeno YSS, Jadwiga YSS, and that's barb chaining. And that's speed. There you have it. See, well said Tariq and Lucci, Guan and Scipio. Yeah, I'm not using Sargon in the field at the present time. So we'll keep that in mind, and we'll maybe switch to Tariq Lucci. But I don't anticipate a whole lot of fighting. You know, I mean, we have got forts blocking their entry points on our side of the pass. They have got forts blocking our entry point on their side of the pass here. So it might just be 7 days of pass humping. which I do not find enjoyable or entertaining whatsoever. But I will not be able to stream when the pass opens. I will be working yet. I will be fighting, but I will be working. So streaming is just impossible. But as soon as I get off of work, if there is something to see, we will definitely fire up a stream. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do the Lucci Alex, but I mean, you know, we've got some wiggle room. We've got a lot of commanders that are done, so we can try different things. Crystal Tech is done. I don't have to do any more Crystal Tech. You can see I am, I guess you can't see, but I'm at 6.1 million crystals. Not a thing to spend them on. So those turn into the, Conquest coins, Season coins. I forget which one is which. Those turn into Season coins at the end of KVK, so. I think last KVK I finished with 30 or 40,000, or excuse me, 32, 34 million crystals or something like that. Sounds familiar. Ah, bastard. See, this is why I hate barb chaining. Why don't we find a fort to rally and look at our other accounts? Because I might be able to craft on those. So the altar is at like 6:43, but there's no freaking way I'm going to that. That's like 2 a.m. my time. So you can see we have got this farm and this farm up close to be able to just send troops and just fucking dump troops in that pass if the need arises. That's fine. If it's outdated, it's outdated. But Alex helps other troops on the field, and we'll see. I mean, we'll see, right? The only thing we can do is try. I just... fucking Guan Sargon was performing for absolute shit. Dog shit. I'm not one to generally look at reports, but I did, and it was garbage. So I don't know if that's Guan. I don't know if that's Sargon. I don't know if that's a combination of both of them. But it was trash. Juan Scipio always did well. You know, all the reports I had using, what's the dude's name? Using Scipio Prime and Lucci, all of those were freaking outstanding. Even when I don't have the best gear on that march. Oh boy. On the farm, we're getting there on Charles, on the farm account anyway. What am I, Boudica? No, not quite yet. Alright, where's the dam? There we go. Nothing special to forge. We can refine that. Let's at least refine that. That's free. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, A. It's one thing to test in Ark of Osiris, and a completely different thing to test against invested enemies on the battlefield. Tech, is your other name Shinshi? Nevsky. I feel like there has to be something better than this friggin' blue piece. But I guess there's not. Forgot what a pain in the ass armaments were if you're not keeping up on it daily. Let's roll a dice here. Oh, I guess I don't even have any of those. All right, let's not then. And say we did. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not going to open field with this guy anyway. This is just for filling flags and rallies. Yeah, those reports were crazy with the Charles Harrow, but that was as close to a perfect set of inscriptions as I have ever seen for a garrison commander. Oh, look at that, the rally field. I didn't even have to use my farms. Nice. I hate all these red dots, so I'm just going to move on to the next guy. And welcome, Light. Good to see you. What's up, Joe? I think we're doing Nevsky here. I don't remember who my marches are on this account. But again, it's just for filling flags and rallies. And tomorrow, maybe a pass. Mr. Smoked Turkey. Are you in hibernation now, Smoked? You certainly don't want to be seen out and about right before Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, I can look at my bets. Seawell had a really good video. I think someone posted the link in my Discord. Seawell had a really good video breaking down all of the teams in that Grand Prix. Hiding for sure. Where are we? Grand Prix betting. So we put a bunch of coins on 466S. And then a handful of coins on USD. That was all based on Seawell's analysis. Fish. You're right. That was Fish, not Seawell. That was Fish. My bad. I'll see if I can find a link for you guys. Yep, here it is. So go and check out that video if you're interested in breakdown of the teams in the Grand Prix. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to Fish's channel as well. You don't have to do it now. You can, just do it later, right? What's up, Tesh? Again, if you guys know of a KVK where there's fighting, I'd be happy to take a look. I know you're probably bored watching me do this mundane daily stuff just as much as I am in doing it. Alloy, it's good to see you. We found the smartass emoji. Just put that in yesterday or today? Put that back in yesterday or today? See if there's fighting in this 2K KVK yet. Two K forts are still burning. So Jake, or Tech, sorry, got all discombobulated there. Damn near spilt my water. Jake the dog has an account in 2605. He's been streaming it periodically. I guess they went south and they conquered the zone below them, and they went east then after that, and they have pushed the enemy out of that zone too. So they took both of their zone 5s. As I understand it, based on Jake's streams anyway. Chisgull hasn't been putting out a lot on that KVK, has he? I mean, usually he's doing KVK videos when they're fighting, but I haven't seen any. Maybe I missed them, but... So if these guys get that fort built, which it looks like they will, that's going to be touching these flags down here, and that's going to open up a path to victory. Or at least a path to start cutting off some of this shit and get behind that fort wall. So I guess that begs the question, what the hell happened to 2K? I thought they were a good kingdom. All Gaming, good to see you. Is that Rock Savchi? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I'm trying to do the math, right? And it hasn't been easy. I think I need like 610 universals to finish Gorgo. I've got 390. If I give myself first place in the next MGE, that's 570. At 3 per day, that would be 13 days, plus any events that happen between now and then. So I think I could max Gorgo after the next MGE if the kingdom agrees to let me get first. Hey, Gumbo. Our Past 7 opens at 12:43 UTC. And it's a heroic anthem. And good to see you, Max. We did not get tickets to the Vikings game, so we just hung out here. Drank a lot of booze and watched the game at my house. But it was a good time. Yeah, the Grand Prix is going to be interesting. We're probably not even doing regular ARC this weekend because our Kingsland opens on Sunday then. I will not be able to stream past 7's opening because I will be working. But about 17, 18, 19 UTC, somewhere in there, as soon as my meetings are done. If there's still something going on, I will fire up a stream. Yes, sir. Petition to give me first in MGE. Are you maxing Crystal Tech? That's my first question. Shout out from 1793. What's going on? Positive energy. Good to see you here. Lido, good to see you. Max. Gorgo is interesting. She's winning with Lucci, but losing with any other pair in the open field. I probably would not use her in the open field myself all that much at all. For me, it would be more to get to Garrison, right? All right, we'll see you at past 7 tomorrow then. What's up, Iron? 960 KVK is over. Merc, good to see ya. So this is a KVK with Kingdom 2000. Their enemy is trying to get this fort built here so that they can start burning flags and bypass these forts altogether. Is it 640? Okay, well, and it's 640. So it might take two MGEs, and I won't ask for first then. I just think it would be awfully greedy of me to ask for first place in MGE and then in a gold head event, but we'll see. I'm King of 2390. Very, very fun KVK. Good. Is this is this 2390 here? No, 1694. I haven't tested Gorgo because I don't have her expertise, and Stitch and Resurgence have been traveling. So tomorrow will be our tests if we take past 7 to see what Gorgo combo works best in passes anyway. Should be fun. $2K is pretty much death after they didn't want to fight the 1254 KVK. Scotty says he's on the right side of the map. WR90. Doesn't look like the fighting was as intense up here. And I don't know what this fort wall here is for, right? I mean, what are they blocking off? Some mountain hops into this zone, I guess? Reports are strange. Really good with Constantine smashing Justinian Nevsky. So a lot of the reports, remember, a lot of the reports Chisgo was showing yesterday were in Argo Osiris. So it's... the gameplay in Ark is a bit different than in a regular map, right? So take everything you see when quote-unquote testing is done in Ark of Osiris with a grain of salt. The best testing you can do of garrison or rally commanders is at a level 1 pass. You're not taking deads, and it gives you a more realistic view of them on the battlefield. I'm sure we'll try a bit of everything tomorrow. Yeah, against 2 Imperiums, that's got to be fun, Scotty. Good night, Voltron. What's up, Pete? Yeah, if I was younger, I'd go to sleep right at reset and wake up to do the Dark Altar at, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. my time, but no, that ain't happening. Got a message from Lilith saying healing was broken. Yeah, they sent out... Of course I deleted it, didn't I? Yeah, healing was broken with something, because there were some reports with forts having over 6 million troops in them. Yeah, this is the rock genre, the rock playlist from Epidemic Sound, instead of the hard rock or death metal playlist. Something a little different today. We'll probably change it up periodically. MF was saying he watches my streams, but he has to mute the sound because he can't stand the music and there are kids in the room. So I told him I would work on my cussing and change up the music from time to time. Where's Matt at? I don't know. He might have fallen asleep. It's, what time is it in the UK? 11 p.m.? Alright, he comes into the stream an hour and a half early and drops a comment in saying he's an hour and a half early, but then hasn't said a word since. This does not sound like rock music, though. This sounds like friggin' country. Yeah, that sounds like a friggin' Waylon Jennings song or something. Not that I mind any Waylon Jennings, right? But yeah, no, he's UTC time at the moment, yeah. It sounds like, yeah, it was putting me to sleep. Which is all well and good in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, but right now I need to stay awake. No, copyrighted music, yeah, real quickly. I get a copyright strike. That ain't happening. Yeah, for this being a rock playlist, it sure is mellow. And this sounds like the frickin' Beach Boys. There we go. My favorite takeout food? It depends on my mood. You know, all the Chinese places around here are the exact same. Right? It used to be sweet and sour chicken, sweet and sour pork, sweet and sour shrimp, that kind of thing. You would get the protein, you would get the rice, and they would have onions and green peppers and maraschino cherries and pineapples and broccoli and other vegetables mixed in with that. Now they give you all the fucking protein and rice and sweet and sour sauce, and that's it. So if it's a good Chinese takeout, I would say Chinese, but there's no good Chinese takeout in Oshkosh now. I don't know how good Panda Express is, but they've got a place opening up here soon. So we'll have to give them a try. Recently we got a Teriyaki Madness, but it's average at best. So right now, if I'm running out to get dinner and I'm going through drive-thru, it's probably going to be Culver's. Double bacon butter burger deluxe, cheese curds, French fries, pretzel bites. That's where it's at. Halloween, well, we were all set up. Had like 400 pieces of candy to give out to trick-or-treaters, and nobody showed up. Not a single trick-or-treater. So I live on the corner of two streets. Across the street from me is a schoolyard. Across the other street from me is a city park. So I'm kind of like the end of the block. And once you get to my house, you either backtrack or you walk for another block and a half before you get to another house where you could even trick-or-treat. So generally, we don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters. This year, we didn't get any. Now at 6:30, 6:45, my wife looks outside because she's wondering too why we're not getting anyone at all. And she's like, "Oh, the porch light is not working." So I guess we didn't have I turned the light on. I know it came on, but the light bulb must have burned out somewhere in between turning it on and at 5 o'clock and 6:30 when she checked. So that could be why we weren't getting trick-or-treaters, right? Because you're only supposed to trick-or-treat to houses that have their porch light on. So it was a whole lot of nothing. So now I've got all this fucking candy sitting in this house, which is not good when you're not supposed to have a lot of sugar. So I told the kids today, I said, take it to work. Just throw it in a big old bag and leave it on the table in the break room at your work. Did they? No. All right, Light Angel, you have a good night yourself. Sleep well, sleep fast, sleep good. And my wife got the big variety bag, whatever, of candy. So you got your Rolos, your Snickers, your peanut butter Snickers, your Skittles, your Milk Duds, your Hershey's milk chocolates, What else is in there? Kit Kats. There's a little bit of everything. So, yeah, I need to get that shit out of the house real quick. Real quick. I mean, I've got the perfect dad bod now. I don't want to make that dad bod even bigger, right? This KVK, we know it's 2000. 1694, I believe this is. Yep, 1694. Looks like 2304 is with them. But they are working their way down from the north to the south. Looks like trying to get this fort built, 20 minutes, so that they can squeeze in between some of this fort wall here and start burning flags down this way. This is an Orleans KVK. So why exactly they're investing so many forts in this zone? Beyond me. But as long as they're having fun, I guess. Josh, thank you for the subscription. Greatly appreciate that. Which, that's a good time to remind you, if you have not subscribed yet, time to hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free. Can't beat free these days. $2K is, I would say at this point, they are not winning. Yeah, I mean, the only reason to even build down this way is to jump the wall here at some point, but you can't get in there immediately. I mean, I guess if you can get back here and build along this wall over here, that will help prevent wall jumps from this zone into this zone by 2K. So maybe their goal is to build down this way and cut all these flags here, cut all these off here, so that the only path that 2K has into this next zone is through these level 5 passes, and they can't jump the wall here and start building quicker. Just a guess here. I'm no territory guy. Never claimed to be. See what we got going on here. Oops, grab that. Watch a couple of these replays, might as well. I love all the AoE that ZLYSG provides. It just hits everything. Can you? How do you check chat participants? That's news to me. Oh, there it is. Look at that. There have been more people talking than that, though. Ooh, this guy got wiped hard. He must have some good gear on that Richard, though. He's taking a beating. Tomorrow should be fun, though. Let's hope so. Let's hope it's just not pass fighting. I absolutely hate just pass fighting. But there's one fort, and there's two fort. And they have already back built a fort right here. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe there's some mountain hops we can do in this area, or this area, or this. I haven't even looked. That's not my job. You know, so it's 3 days after this pass opens till the pass 8 opens. I don't know that either them or us are going to get very far. You know, if they get in and get our shit burnt, they have a much shorter path to this pass 8 than we do to their pass 8, unless we can wall hop somewhere. You know, the goal obviously would be to cut off pass 8 so that we can't get into Kingsland or they can't get into Kingsland. But this is the one of the things I don't like about their Heroic Anthem map, right? These two pass 8s are so close together. And they have got such a direct path to get there if they take this pass right here. You know, I mean, maybe 20, 25 flags. Whereas their pass 8s are here and here. It's just crazy. I mean, this Earth camp, the two pass 8s are so close, whereas every other camp, their pass 8s are somewhat spread out. So, we'll see. Time will tell. Show stats again? Yeah. Rankings, Alliance Power. So Kingdom 21 is one we're going against. 88. These guys are in. Wind Camp. AO 88. But I think they're split between a couple of alliances right now. Alliance kills. These guys are really strong. Or they have everyone consolidated into that alliance. 'Cause I don't remember them being so high up at the top before. Which I think they probably do if we look at the other side of the map here. Yeah, they really just have these two alliances here, ATW and TRN, that are going to go through the pass. So more than likely, to me anyway, it looks like the water camp has consolidated all the fighters from their 5 kingdoms into those 2 alliances, which makes a lot of sense. Because any of the dead space in here, we can get to within 1 or 2 flags. So if they drop a fort, we just go destroy it. I mean, you've got 4 hours when they drop a fort and fill a fort to kill all their open field marches and take down the fort. It shouldn't be too hard to do. You know, even if they bring every player they have, you should be able to methodically clear their open field marches, build your flags, touch their fort, because they're going to have a long distance to walk. Right? Anywhere back here that they drop a fort, they've got a long distance to walk and refresh. So I'm not too worried about it. We have never in the past played that defensive where we drop flags all over the place and crazily increase the crystal cost of our flags to handicap us in Kingsland. Oh, they're removing the fog? That sucks. Why would they do that? Do they think that's why nobody plays Heroic Anthem anymore? Who will stand in front of the water camp at Kingsland? We're certainly going to try. Wind and water together are very formidable enemies. We're going to do our best. And if our best isn't good enough, that's at the end of the day, that's okay. Right? As long as I can look myself in the mirror at night and know I tried my hardest and gave it my all, I've got nothing to hang my head about. So here are the stats that we had going in, top 300 players going into this KVK. Power, very equal amongst the 4 kingdoms. Kill points, Earth Camp 610, Water Camp 650. We're not going to hit water until we get into Kingsland. Earth Camp 610, Wind Camp 540. here were the stats we pulled prior to KVK. Right. Earth camp kill points 1.1 billion. What is that? 1 trillion. Wind camp kill points 724 million. Power was relatively equal. So the issue right now is the water camp, I'm sure, has all of their fighters consolidated into those two kingdoms, into those two alliances, so that they can go and stomp on fire. That's why it looks so mismatched here in the rankings. Right? But, I mean, if we consolidated all of our fighters from all 5 alliances into 2 alliances, you know, we'd have those kind of numbers as well. I'm not worried about past 7. I'm worried about Kingsland, because wind was tough in zone 5. Water dispatched fire fairly easily. And if it ends up being wind and water versus earth in Kingsland, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. You know, if we can cut off water fairly quickly in Kingsland, and it's fire and earth against water, you know, I think the winner of this KVK is going to be the one that gets the 2v1 in Kingsland. And if water can get through that past 7 and block fire from even going into Kingsland, it's game over already. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I'm out of resources anyway, so all I can do is send rallies and garrison flags. You know, you don't have to spend resources or speed ups to dead troops that don't use resources, don't use speed ups. Yeah, Sunday at 12:43 UTC, correct. Yeah, if he's going to carry the team, that would be interesting to watch. I would love it if that happened. Don't get me wrong. I would love it. Yeah, I saw Shinshi's video. Let me get a drink and then we can discuss that. Well, there's Mad Mania. He's here an hour and 29 minutes early. But once I start the stream, it takes him an hour and 5 minutes to show up in the stream. Yeah, so what? Shinshi was the one who was in Kingdom 412 when Baba was there. Was it 412 or was it 556? I don't remember. But he's the one who did the video with the gold chest dance. You know, jumping around because he got 70. Or 100 gold chests, right? Now the current kingdom he's leeching from gets their butts kicked in a KVK with swarms. And he wants the swarming removed from the game. You know, just because Just because his kingdom doesn't have the ability to swarm, and I'm sure they do, right? But they couldn't get field presence against 1960. But just because this KVK didn't work out for his kingdom, don't be trying to change the game mechanics for everyone else. Where are all these guys going? So yeah, I'm sure he's a nice person, right? But I just disagree with many of the videos he's ever done. The gold chest dance. Okay, you look like a freaking fool. Yeah, I'm happy for you. You're getting all kinds of gold chests, but you're making people choose their kingdom. I mean, we have literally had people that we have interviewed ask us, how many gold chests do you guys get a day? Red flag, you're not coming here. If that's all you care about is getting gold chests from King, yeah, you're not coming here. Right? How many kingdoms has that guy been in? He was in Dirty Dan's kingdom for a period of time, didn't do anything. So some people amaze me. It makes no sense for you to bring the war to the ziggurat. I think the result is obvious. That's why they play the game. That's why they play the game. We're certainly going to try our hardest. And if our hardest isn't good enough, our hardest isn't good enough. Yep. Yeah, that's why. Well, 12-inch is a different type of player, right? The way I play the game and the way 12-inch plays the game are polar opposites. But yeah, there are certain red flags when you're recruiting and when you do that interview, right? Several of them include how many gold chests do you guys give a day? If people are asking into selfish related questions, what are your minimums, etc., right? I have never agreed with kingdoms setting minimum requirements. I understand why they do it, but I don't agree with it because that is going to lead to complacency, and you're going to have a handful of fighters, whether you like it or not, whether you admit it or not, that will just hit the bare minimum, and then they're done. That's it. I'm done fighting. I hit my minimum. I can stay in the kingdom. I can keep collecting the gold chests from this alliance. I hit my minimum kills. I hit my minimum deads. I don't have to do anything else. And those are not the kind of people you want in your kingdom. I understand why kingdoms do it. But at the same time, good alliance leadership will know who is online and who is fighting, who is participating and who is not participating. That alliance then can communicate those details to the kingdom leadership. It all goes down to being observant, right? And communicating. And it just, I don't know. Because we have people in our kingdom that wouldn't meet any quote-unquote minimum requirements. But sometimes those are the same people who are online for 12 hours while the rest of us sleep, babysitting burning flags. And I'm not saying you, Mad, but it just there's more to contributing to a kingdom in KVK than just getting kills and deads. Tech, that sounds like a leadership problem in that kingdom then. That doesn't sound like a player problem. That sounds like a leadership problem. We expect people to fight. We expect them to be there for pass openings. We expect them to participate. If they are not, we know this. Just from observing, just from fighting ourselves on the battlefield. If that kingdom has dead weight, they were probably dead weight in prior KVKs as well. And leadership did nothing to clear that dead weight. Generally people don't just go to a kingdom and boom, they're dead weight. Usually they are dead weight for more than 1 or 2 KVKs, which is why kingdoms really need to look at their dead weight and get their dead weight taken care of every single KVK. Yeah, you're right, A. More and more account stats mean nothing. Those accounts could be purchased. You have no idea if you're getting a 200 million power player that fights like a 200 million power player, or a 200 million power player that played through KVK 1, wanted a bigger account, and really doesn't understand the game mechanics or commander pairings. Absolutely. That's why we do voice interviews with every single person who comes to this kingdom. I have been in more kingdoms that have had kill and dead requirements where they have had what I would call dead weight, who just meet the minimums and then they fuck off the rest of KVK. Then I have kingdoms with no kill and dead requirements that have the same number of what I would call dead weights. But again, it all goes back to leadership. If leadership allows that to happen on either side, right? If they allow people just to hit the minimums and then fuck off and leave KVK or stop fighting, or they allow dead weights and their top 30, top 50 fighters in a kingdom of 500 have to carry the burden for everybody, that's on leadership. If you're setting expectations and you're communicating and setting the example, right, for you and me, minimums don't mean we're done fighting. Absolutely. But there are a lot of players out there that will just meet the minimum expectations so they can stay in the kingdom, and that's it. Then they're done. And then when you ask them why, well, what are you talking about? I hit the numbers you gave me. I hit the numbers you told me to hit. Yeah, you're right, you did, but you weren't in Kingsland at all. You were out barbing when we were fighting in Kingsland. Why is that? Well, I hit the numbers you told me to hit. What's the leadership team going to say to that? You know, those are the posts that you see on Facebook. Hang on. You know, those are the posts that you see on Facebook. Those people. Well, I hit my goals and they're still kicking me out of the kingdom. Well, yeah, because you hit your goals and you stop fighting, and that's what a good leadership team is going to do. So yeah, I mean, and you say 100% they had a leadership issue. So yeah, I mean that. You know, it's hard. Being in leadership in kingdoms is hard. You know, with Cat with Cat being on vacation for the last week or two, I'm finding that out firsthand. You know, I didn't ask for this. And we're a small drama-free kingdom. The only drama we have is the inter-alliance drama within our own camp from time to time. Oh, you didn't see that flag get burned. So yeah, it looks like 2K's not even putting up any resistance here anymore. But I guess we'll see when the next zone's open. So I've seen it more than I care to tell you, Tech. You know, I'm fighting my ass off in Kingsland, swarming flags, swarming forts outside of Kingsland, and there are people running fucking Barb Fort 11 rallies in the starting zone. And not necessarily in my alliance, but in other alliances within the camp. Because I see those notifications as well. It just infuriates me. Or, you know, we're all fighting our asses off and they're out there doing bastion quests. I do not king skill my barb forts. Karak Boss says yes. Barb forts no. Silk Road yes. Barb forts no. Barb forts. I mean, outside of when the altar takes place and I've popped the healing buff, I have run the gathering buff and the favorable weather buff daily for nearly 10 days straight now. Has Mad Mania even said thank you once? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I saw him on Steam today, off playing other games. That's what I thought. Every time I pop a healing buff. What about 20% increased resource production? Or 30% gathering speed? Yeah. Yeah, you wanna lie and tell these people that I'm popping king skills on barb forts? Well, yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, I've been slacking on these silver keys today, huh? That's more like it, man. That's more like it. It's all in fun. It's all in fun. Oh yeah, Pete. Tech's been done for since Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so 3 days now. I mean, this is the last expensive one. After that, these are not expensive at all. Yep, we are ready to swarm everything. Off season is so boring. Yeah, it can be. It can be. That's why I try and find KVKs to watch during the off season. Maybe if I ever quit the game, we'll maybe rebrand the channel into KVK spectating only, right? There's a new UFC game on console only. It'll come to PC eventually. Where? What do you mean? Why did I put a question mark? Who? You talking to yourself? Are you asking yourself why you put a question mark? I'm really confused now. Mad filler 7 days ago. Stitches Farms 8 days ago. Yaffe Farm 14 days ago. Cat Farm 19 days ago. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you need to break out of the dungeon here, Mad. Yeah, I got City Skylines 2 myself, and I'm slowly working through that game. I kind of like those city builder, city manager type games. It is so freaking crazy detailed, though, it's not even funny. You raise the tax 1% and it just impacts so many different things. You have to keep one of your accounts inactive, otherwise she has no... Well, if she's got more in the inactive list than you do, isn't that then mean you get to get out of the dungeon? Is that how it works? What is the path to getting out of the dungeon? Anything going on at reset? No, not again. Come on, seriously? Oh my goodness. Command and Conquer was always a good one. I think I still have the CDs for the original Command and Conquer, and then Command and Conquer Red Alert. I think I still have those down in the basement. Are you doing a Golden Kingdom stream, Plato? Because I certainly will not. New subscriber Josh Jeans. Thank you very much, sir. Just waiting for reset here. Plato, you getting some Autric rewards from 1960? Are they going to be nice? Give one to Peacemaker at least? I mean, if I'm in a KVK and one of the enemy players gets as many kills in a single KVK as Peacemaker did, you better believe I would be lobbying my king to give them one Autric reward, as long as it goes to him. Right? I mean, like that KVK Yoda was in that he was fighting in 1254, right? They lost. But he put up some crazy numbers. I have not tried Stellaris. Do they give 30 out or do they give 60 out? I thought the winners got 240 and they gave 60 away. I mean, they could give 29 to one of those kingdoms and give 2268 one, right? I mean, who's going to argue with them? Seriously, who the fuck's going to argue with them and say no? Yeah, no, our 30th our 30th player in stats deserves one of these more than Peacemaker, who got 10 billion, 12 billion, 20 billion, whatever it was, crazy kill points in this KVK. No, I mean it's a respect thing. It's not a selfish thing, right? It's a respect thing. 9, yay! 13 billion. So he got as many kill points in one KVK as I have total. So yeah, the man deserves it. Whether he's in an enemy camp or not, he deserves it. Just my opinion. Oh, how close are we to getting this guy done so we can switch on those dailies to Montezuma? 80, 122, right? 122. A few more weeks. Jones third, YSS third, The proc damage from Kuso for a support skill on my Lucci. I would have to look. Give me just a second. They are all 10% chance of normal attack. YSS is third. Is defense and damage bonus? Jones is specific to damage? Epic Jones. Okay. Alright. That's not a huge healing. That's really nothing. Where the hell's Kusunoki? Archers, though, on Muchi. Or the proc damage. YSS had the best stats, right? That was crazy. Defense 30%, damage bonus 20%. I don't know why I'm donating all of my resources here since I'm almost out. I don't know. Well, I need troops, so... And I like to get all these bastions done, especially since we have fighting tomorrow. Alright, I think we'll stick with that original playlist there, because the other one is getting kind of crazy. You guys know more about these commanders than I do. I just Hulk smash. I know what generally works for me. It's hard for me to tell people what's going to work for them. Don't die so quick, damn it. Fuck. Oh, that was okay. Alliance mobilization. Please tell me someone hit the Guardians already. Oh, there's still runes there. closest one. What's up, Lee? Ten more days. Oh, Black Panther coming in hot with a $5 donation. Good to see you, Panther. Did you have your baby yet? I'm doing quite well. Past 7 open in the morning. Past 8 on Sunday. Should be fun. Oh, he's not going to tell anyone when he's going to steal the Zig. That will be exclusive content on Black Panther's channel. So, dropped a link a little bit ago. If you are not subscribed to Black Panther, you better do it now. So that when he goes to steal the Zig in the 1960 KVK, you are live, you are watching. You are able to see that in action. Those last days of peace and quiet that you will have for the next 18 years. What is this exclamation? I already talked to you, Boudica. Leave me alone already. Do you not trust me yet? I love your boots, but come on, this enough's enough. Yeah, we never do well in alliance mobilization, but nobody really takes it all that seriously. I guess if we had a alliance of 150 whales, then we might take it a bit more seriously. But with only 30 of us or so, I mean, I don't expect people to do that shit on all their farms. So we were talking about that, Panther. We thought that with Peacemaker's incredible 13 billion kill points, that 60 GT should give 2268 an Autric award specifically for Peacemaker. That would be the ultimate show of respect, right? But somebody also mentioned it's probably not theirs to give, since they only have 60 they can give away. It would be like taking one from one of the other two allied kingdoms that they had. So I guess all would probably need to agree on it before something crazy like that happens. But it's something that I have not heard of in a KVK. But I think it would. I think it's justified, is what I'm trying to say, right? One could make a case for it. Too expensive and valuable. Yet Lambo's got 2 of them, and he's gotten them on 8 farms. Just playing in the wrong kingdoms. Just playing in the wrong kingdoms, that's all. They trade Lambo feet picks. No. I think we're done with everything for the day, aren't we? Don't have to worry about Guardians. Guardians can be done shortly after 12 UTC, and they will be available for the gates at 12:43 UTC. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. Whoever passed out Duke to Shadow, thank you very much. We just have to do a fort yet, right? And get that fort done. There's some gems. You can grab some gems. Are you talking the 1960 KVK, Happy? They needed to They needed a swap. That's one opinion, right? I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's hard to come up with anyone's plan to beat 960. I think had they been able to get 2377 out of Kingsland within that first day, and then had they been able to work on who was the other one, 1671 after that, and get them out of Kingsland, I think the KVK would have been much different. I think they needed to focus on 2377 and 1671. Because if you've got 5 camps going against 1 camp, it would have been very hard for 1960 to do what 1960 does if they're fighting on 10 different fronts. So I think more focus should have been made to get 2377 and 1671 out of Kingsland from the beginning. Just my opinion. Even then, it would have been hard. Why can't I skip these? Are these ones I haven't seen before? Blah, 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 blah. Does anyone actually read these? I mean, I think all they needed in 1034, I think if they had Shinshi in that kingdom, they would have dominated easily. He was just in the wrong kingdom. You know, make Shinshi for king in 1034. Let's start that right now. Shinshi for king in 1034. Yes, I do, Happy. I mean, when you have 200 whales, all with max tech, all with 7 marches, and the biggest players in that kingdom are able to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week because they have multiple pilots. Yeah, you need 5 Imperium kingdoms to take them out. I mean, the only one of those Imperiums that you could say is potentially a top tier Imperium was 1034, and they did not play up to their potential. You know, 875 had an incredible field presence. 2268 did very, very well for being one of the newer kingdoms in the game. 1606 had a phenomenal field presence. 2891, I can't remember much of what they did. You know, but yeah, I think their best bet would have been to take out 2377 and 1671, and then all 5 of them focus on 1960, or all 6 of them, 5 of them focus on 1960. PLA's migration ad requires anyone above 90 million to have pilots, and then they complain about 1960 pilots. Yeah. I mean, after every KVK, there are people that come and people that go, right? So we'll see what the future holds for those other kingdoms. I mean, I think 960 will probably have players quitting the game or selling their accounts, or you know, but they'll get in more people from the Chinese servers who are buying accounts and moving there. Bloody Madness, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. I do not have your emoji yet, Bloody Madness, but we're working on it. We are working on it. Am I really the only person streaming Rise of Kingdoms content at the moment? And this is not even quality content, if you ask me. And I guess it is confirmed, right? 12 inches migrating to 1365. He was. Well, I don't know if it was he was going to quit if he lost, or he was going to quit if people didn't come online. I mean, yeah, people come and people go. I'm sure after this KVK, 29 will lose a couple people, we'll gain a few people. But it is what it is. I myself have no plans to quit the game anytime soon. Although it was a nice break over the weekend. You know, taking a 24, 48 hour break from sitting in front of this computer, staring at this computer screen. So everybody needs that downtime every now and again. Yes, you see Lancelot and El Cid on the field gathering. A lot of the older players are getting bored with the game. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see these graphic enhancements that they put in, and if it makes it look a little different. But Yaffee might quit if I don't supply fresh baguettes. Well, I can't get baguettes here in northern Wisconsin. He's the one that has to supply me with baguettes. So yeah, once again, people, this level 7 pass opens at 12:43 UTC. I will be working. I will not be streaming until I'm done with work, which is around 17 or 18 UTC, depending upon my meetings tomorrow. Maybe as late as 19 UTC. It just depends what all's going on. And if there's fighting, well, we'll fire up a stream regardless. I don't expect a whole lot of crazy intense fighting. You know, if there's a fort drop somewhere, then we'll deal with it. I think they've pretty much carpeted their zone. There's really no place for us to drop forts in there. Maybe we'll try a wall jump. Maybe we won't. I do not know what the plans are. I have let the other players formulate the plans. I am just going to go where I'm told to go and drop king skills like a madman whenever fighting is happening. Then Sunday at 12:43 UTC are the gates to Kingsland. We hope fighting lasts in Kingsland for a good amount of time. Obviously, we're jumping the wall over in this area. 21 is going to probably jump the wall here, so we will be fighting very early in Kingsland for territory. Water camp. It looks like they're going hard against Fire Camp, who has blanketed their zone with flags. If for whatever reason water blocks fire from even getting into Kingsland, we're going to have a rough go at it, especially because our two passes into Kingsland are so close to each other. And we have, I mean, the territory that we have to get 5 alliances in here is so small compared to the amount of locations that these other kingdoms can wall jump or can move through the pass 8s. Right? So Earth is at a huge disadvantage when it comes to getting into Kingsland. So we're starting off on the back foot already. We're going against Wind, who is very, very good. Water, who is very, very good. Fire Camp, they've got heart. I just don't think they have got the max tech players, the whales, the krakens that some of these other kingdoms have. So it's going to be interesting. If you're asking me right now what our chances are to win, I'd give us maybe a 20 to 30% chance. So, I mean, it's not looking good, but that doesn't mean we're not going to try. Doesn't mean we're not going to try. We're not going to give it our all. And at the end of the day, you know, I've said this multiple times in this stream, at the end of the day, as long as I know that I tried my hardest and did my best, I will have nothing to hang my hat about, win or lose. You know, KVK is about having fun. It's a game. It's about meeting new people. It's about making new friends. I've made friends in Water Camp. I've made friends in Wind Camp. I've made friends in Fire Camp. You know, hopefully some of these kingdoms may be our allies down the road. I would look forward to that. So I think we are going to call it a night. We're going to head to bed. Get a very good night's sleep tonight, so that we are fresh and can fight all day tomorrow if need be. Oh, let's grab these rewards for Lost Kingdom Chronicles. Oh boy. 16 hours of speed ups, 500 gems. Oh boy. We do not need Mountain Warfare. Our tech is done. Well, we're calling it a night. I did not see anyone else streaming Rise of Kingdoms content, but I do see Jake streaming some Fairlight content, so we're going to get you over to Jake. At the very least, if you don't want to watch him play Fairlight, you know, just drop him a like, say hello before you bug out for the night. I would appreciate it. And I know he would too. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow when there's fighting going on, when I'm done with work. For now, Lambo calling it quits. We'll see you next time.